Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to beautiful Chiang Mai. I am coming to you from Tuk-Tuks Lakes. Let me show you this beautiful place. It is about sundown, so I hope I have enough light for you. Because like the song says, don't let the sun go down on me. Okay, I'll keep my day job. But anyway, today I want to talk to you about our transportation journey. Some people have asked about, what kind of transportation do we use here? And we've used various types of transportation. But let me start with coming from Da Nang. We flew into Chiang Mai Airport. And from there, we were going to use Grab. I had already downloaded the Grab app. And if you're not familiar with Grab, it's similar to Uber back in the States. And the cool thing about Grab is you can also attach your credit card to it, or you can pay cash as you are dropped off to your location. And so we downloaded the app, we arrived at the airport, we got our SIM cards, and we thought we were going to call Grab, but then we noticed there was a desk where you can go get a cab to take you right from the airport to your Airbnb or hotel, wherever you're staying. So we went to the desk, we signed up for a cab, very organized. They gave us a number, we went out to the cab. They took us to our Airbnb, which was Extra Sky, I'll put it up there, Extra Sky Condominiums, Extra Sky River Condominiums. Beautiful place. And it was about a 15-minute drive. There was some traffic, but I think it was like 100 baht. I don't know, that's about $3 or so. It wasn't much at all. But we got there. From there, we walked a lot of places. But then we wanted to get down to the old city, which was a little further. And so we called a Grab. And we took a Grab down there. We looked around a little bit. Like what we saw, then we said, hey, there's this restaurant I really want to see. It's on the outskirts of the city. So we called it another Grab, and we took it there, about 5 kilometers outside the city. That was probably another $3 or so. And so they dropped us off, and here's the thing. I warn you right now, you will go to a restaurant in Chiang Mai, probably anywhere in Southeast Asia, just because it says open on Google or whatever, you may get there and it was closed, and that was the case. And so the place was closed. Our Grab had already left, and we're like, what do we do now? So we tried to call Grab again. It was busy, we couldn't get one. So we are walking back to the city, Old Town, and it is blazing hot. It is blazing hot. And so we're walking, and next thing you know, this red truck with a cover over it stops and asks us if we need a ride. Now, from my research, I knew this was a sung towel. Red truck cover. Usually a lot of people sit in the back. You pay a fee, you negotiate how much you want to pay to get to where you were going, and that was that. But it was hot and there was no negotiating. So we used Google Translate. We asked how much. He said 30 baht each, which was about $1 each to go. How far is that? To go 5 kilometers. There are some people who have told me you paid too much, but it was empty. So the driver has to make their money. We didn't mind paying. We got there. And throughout our 6-day stay at Sky Extra, we used sun towels throughout. And then our big moment came. We found a place about 30 minutes outside of Old City in Tuk-Tuks. And so we moved there, and we didn't have any transportation. Out there, you can't order food, okay? They don't come out that far, but there's little restaurants inside the village. If you've seen my other video about my village, if you have not seen it, please go back and check it out. But we do have places to eat, but we wanted some variety, what else is out there. So we were walking for a couple weeks, but then my next door neighbor, shout out to John, told me there's a bicycle shop in the village that sells bicycles, and we can go riding together, and he'll show me some more of the village, some of the countryside of it. And so I went and I bought a bike, and it was fun. But between you and I, I'm not a big fan of bicycles because the seat hurts. I don't care what nobody says, the seat hurts. So I wasn't using it as much as I should have. And I talked to my wife. I said, why don't we go to Old City and rent a motorbike, and that way we can go further places. And so we did that. We went there, we rented a motorbike. It opened up so many doors for us. We was able to go shopping at the grocery stores, went to the mall. There's a video on that. Go back and look at that video. And we just discovered so many places. We went up to the mountains that had coffee at a very nice little coffee shop that had the most wonderful views. So that was really nice. The only thing is, in November, our dog arrived from the United States. And I took her for walks every day around the village, and she enjoyed those. But I also knew she enjoyed car rides. And so we decided to maybe rent a car here and there and take her places. But it just so happened that my landlord came to me and said, hey, I have a car for sale if you're interested. And I said, yeah, I'm interested. And so we went and took a look at it, and I thought it's something that could work for us. And so I went and had it inspected by a mechanic. I know, and I trust my landlord, I really do. But also know, there's bad cars that arrive at places. There's flooding that happens throughout Thailand, and I really wanted to have it checked out. It just so happened that this car, it only had 10,000 kilometers on it, like 6,000 miles. He had it for his wife. His wife used it a few times, but she, I guess, preferred her motorbike, and that's what she used. So it was a really good car, and I said, yeah, I'm very interested. So, you know what, before I go any further, look at that sunset. Man, what a beautiful night. I just want to give you a look at that right there. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so back to the story. So it was a goal, and he was selling it for, I want to say, around 300,000 baht. I'm not sure if that's the right amount. I know in my head it was about $8,700, which I thought was a really good deal. And so I wrote up a contract, and we signed it and everything. Had the car checked out, as I mentioned, and we went to the Department of Land Transportation, which would be equivalent to the Department of Motor Vehicles back in the States. Now here's what's interesting. He drove there. It was about 35-40 minutes from where we live at. And then we went into an area where he parked and said, I'm going to go inside and start the paperwork. And so I switched sides with him. I drove into this inspection area. I was behind maybe four cars. And so I drove the car on in. And this was interesting. In Florida, years ago, maybe in the 70s, they had inspections that you had to do yearly. Not anymore. I don't know if they still have them up north. Do they have inspections where you live? Drop a comment down in the section, please. I'm just curious if they still do those in some parts of the United States. But anyway, I went there, we signed our paperwork, and I had to have a residence certificate. And what that is a document from immigration that says that you either have permanent residence here or you have semi-permanent residence here. But what it does, it allows you to purchase either a condo or a vehicle. And so I had all that paperwork. My passport stated that I have a 90-day stamp that shows that I'm on my way to getting my retirement visa, which should happen in the middle of April. And I'll talk about that whole process later on. And so we had all the paperwork done, and we were good to go. The car was transferred into my name, and it is myself and my wife now. We are the owners of a proud car. Now, one thing I left out in this whole process about transportation, we use a taxi, we use the sung tao. What I didn't mention is the tuk-tuk. We did that too. Those are cheap also, depending on the time of the day. If you're going somewhere at nighttime, a night market, it's going to be a little more expensive. If there's a festival, it's going to be a little more expensive. But here's the thing. $3 to go here and there doesn't sound like a lot of money. And if you're on vacation for 2 weeks or a month, you may have that money put aside for transportation. But if you transition to long term, that can add up real quick. Think about if you go 3 or 4 places a week. Let's just say you're spending $20 or $30 a week. After a while, that adds up. And that's why we went to the motorbike, the bicycle, and we had different modes of transportation throughout. So let me show you the vehicle. That is the vehicle right there. This is a 2017 Honda Jazz. Pretty good condition. He put new tires on there too as he was getting it ready. He went and had it inspected when he got it ready. He had a tune-up done to it and all the above. Now, the Honda Jazz is probably not something you're familiar with. In the States, it was referred to as the Honda Fit. For those who know cars, has pretty good space too. I think I locked it and didn't realize I locked it. So I wanted to give you a look inside. I got a funny story. The thing about this is, on this side right here, okay, this in America would be the passenger side. So I'm still getting used to driving on this side of the car. So there are times, and it's pretty embarrassing, where I've come out of the grocery store and I've gone to the car, and because of, I don't know, almost 40 years of driving, I get so used to getting in on this side of the car and I'm in the passenger seat. And it's almost like falling down. You slip on ice. It's like falling down and you look around to see if anybody saw you. But yep, I've actually done it a few times. This is a towel that we use and a blanket we spread over the seat when we take our dog Michonne for a car ride. And it's a little small, but I'm comfortable in it. Let me get in here. Put you out here. And here I am. So it's good enough for me to drive. We're probably gonna drive this down to the beach area. We heard this still may be a pretty bad smoky season. Usually starts in February, I believe, but there's rumors that there's been some communication with government officials that it may not start till later. We don't know, but we're probably gonna go spend a month down, maybe in Krabi or Phuket. We haven't made up our mind yet, but we're gonna get away just for a vacation, if nothing else. So once again, I hope this was some information that you can use. You know, once again, you may come here, you may be able to use Sun Tao, Tuk-Tuks, taxis, or Grab, and you may be fine, or you may say, you know what, maybe I get a motorbike for a month. I'm going to be here, and that works too for a lot of people. But know that you have options here. You may stay city center where everything's walkable that you need. But I just want to do this video here to let you know that you do have options here in Chiang Mai. Come enjoy yourself. We're going to go on some journeys in this car right here. We're going to go up to Chiang Rai. We're going to visit some other temples. We're going to have a good time. So I leave you with this right here. Thank you everyone for watching. My only ask of you is that please hit that subscribe button. Analytics show that only 14% of you who are watching are subscribed, so it will really help the channel grow if you would hit that subscribe button, share the video. Thank you very much for coming along with me. We have lots more to do. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.